Welcome back to another episode of the Pulse Podcast, brought to you by Galt's Conditioning. I'm your host, Clifford Genesee. There's a thin line between being responsible and taking responsibility. As I consume TikTok, I'm in professional TikTok, I'm in black TikTok, and I view the parallels in these past 5 years have been about freedom of expression and existence for Blackness and what that looks like. How do you show up as a Black person in not just predominantly white spaces, professional spaces, but in all spaces? Feel like that's been the norm for everyone. How do you show up as your authentic self in every and any space you show up in? Who I am in my full-time job is not who I am with my business. It's not who I am with my parents, with my sister, my spouse, etc., etc. On a basic layer, it's all the same person because I'm consciously aware of the shift in energy and what naturally comes out after years of time is being around people and building bonds, setting boundaries, and knowing what my personal limitations within this space are. One thing I see frequently in professional TikTok and Black TikTok, and when those two identities converge, is the idea that as a Black person, it's not your responsibility to pave the way for the Black people. And I agree, I wholeheartedly agree, right? It's not your responsibility, but you should take on the responsibility for your presence and the impact it has on other Black people, on all people. I focus on the Black experience because that is my dominant experience. In all spaces, when you show up, when you are the underrepresented group within the space, it isn't your responsibility to educate people on how your group exists because you don't necessarily define the entirety of your group. You're just a small segment. I'm not atypical of anything, of anyone, because I am my unique own individual self. But I understand that we are a racially obsessed society. We are a identity obsessed society. We are obsessed with labeling people and placing them in boxes and defining them based on our experiences. And maybe rarely, or we've evolved into this space where we no longer have the ability to believe in growth. Sometimes you spend time with someone and you see their growth, you see their potential. And there are other times you're just consciously aware that there's this wall, right? And then once you realize there's a wall of comprehension, communication, understanding, elevated dialogue, that boundary comes up. I'm not responsible for the Black experience, but I consciously take on that mantle and say, okay, what do I need to do as a Black person in this space to set the tone for other Black people? Not forcefully, not as a burden, not as, what's that word? Guilt, but as a light bearer. I want to pave the way because I know I'm not here for a long time, right? I'm here for a good time, right? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So while I'm here to make good, I hope that my presence and my existence resonates when people see other folk like me, other Haitians, other men, other Black men, other Black people, other bald men, etc., right? All the different ways people identify me. And hope is too lazy of a word. I actively work to set the tone so that when my time is over, the boxes that I've been placed in, or positive boxes that allow other people within those same boxes to reap the benefits of the foundation of work that I've laid out. That's all there is, right? We're all here. We've all regressed. We have all evolved or de-evolved as a society based off of the work that our ancestors put in. I'm here because my Haitian ancestors said, yo, fuck oppression, fuck Napoleon, fuck France. Give me liberty or give me death. That's the reason I'm here. I'm here because my mother said, Haiti is cool, but there's more of the world to see. I need to get out of here. I need to see what else is there. I'm bigger than this. I left Brooklyn because I'm bigger than this. I left New York City because I'm bigger than this. I don't want to live in this box. Professionally, the goal is basic, right? Be someone that people respect, be someone that people can rely on, people can depend on. And that's always challenging, for me especially, because I enter every professional space with, I'm here to do the most. I'm here to be active. I'm here to grow. I'm here to reach for the stars and grab clouds if necessary. But my vision and where businesses are don't always align. And part of your own professional development and professional humbling is accepting that limitation and saying, you can only give so much, right? In any business, as a marketing for Antilles, full-time job, contract work, I can only give so much. And once I give all I have or all I can give, I bow out, right? That's clocking out for the day. I did my time, I'm out. That's moving on, looking for new positions, looking for new jobs. It's self-evolution. Don't let them place you in a box, yo. Don't let anyone put you in a box. But also, don't deny or refute the box that they've placed you in, right? Sometimes people put you in a box for good reason, right? Because sometimes they put you in a box because that's all they know. That's the only way they can relate to you. That's the only way they know how to engage and have dialogue and connect with you. That's all they know. They basic, right? Some people are basic, and being basic isn't necessarily a negative thing. It's an awareness of where you are as an individual, what you want for yourself, how you process things, how you dream, how you work, how you create, how you work toward goals. And that box is, this is all that's cool, but let's bring it down a little bit, because this is all I can take in right now. I seen on TikTok, this has been on my mind for a while. You know, jobs are where dreams go to die. And I did either a thought of the day or a thought to end the day, that if your job kills your dream, then you're still at fault, because nothing external should be killing your dream, right? If you can't fulfill your dream at work, then you have every opportunity, you have all the time in the world to fulfill your dreams outside of work, right? When your supervisor, your manager, the CEO, whoever tells you no, okay, how do I cultivate this idea on my own? As a marketer, I see, marketing is being a futurist, right? It's being a futurist. I know that if you write this type of language, if you create this type of post, if you engage with your customers, your clients in this specific way, you will get X results. I've seen it before. I understand your base. I understand how to communicate with people. I know how to sell your brand. Sometimes marketing needs data, right? Sometimes marketing needs fact finding, but it also needs risk taking. It also needs you to push that button. Let's see what happens if I push this button right here, right? Right? You're not pushing a nuke, right? You're not trying to end the world. You're not doing anything to destroy the brand identity. You just say, yo, let's just get the gauge up a little bit, see how people respond. If your brand isn't evolving, if you, as a marketer, if you aren't evolving brands and ideas, then 5 years from now, that brand becomes irrelevant. Because you're not feeding into the pulse of the imminent evolving social culture. Social culture changes every week. Every week we on some next shit, man. So imagine a year from now, 2 years from now. Imagine all the missed opportunity because you didn't want to take risks. Like, there's no right percentage. There's no formula for risk. I'd say when you see stagnation in your results, right? So like this is data testing, right? Let's say I send a newsletter. I send a newsletter, and on average, I'm used to seeing 70% open rate. Like that was like back in the day when things was hitting. I see 70% open rate, man. I used to see